welcome to another video. Today, as you can tell from the title, I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm bringing you a second February TBR. You may have seen February's TBR Pursuit, in which I got entirely polar fantasies, and the first week of February was Polathon, and I daily vlogged that and read 5 of the 6 polar fantasies that were on TBR Pursuit, and then the week just gone I read the last one. So in the first 2 weeks of February I have read 6 books, the entirety of that TBR Pursuit. You can watch my vlogs for my thoughts on those or stay tuned for the wrap up at the end of the month, but there are still 2 weeks of February left, so I thought I would do a second February TBR, just myself having a bit of freedom over what I read, picking out a few books that I would like to get to in these 2 weeks of relative freedom. I did put out a poll on Twitter to see if you guys wanted this, and the answer was definitely yes, and I'm not gonna ask you if you want something and then not give it to you, so I'm doing it. Here we are. I've only picked out 4 books and a comic because there's only 2 weeks. I'm not gonna read like a shit ton, but yeah, let's have a look at what I would like to get to in the next 2 weeks. First and foremost is Wondersmith by Jessica Townsend. I thought this was going to end up in TBR Pursuit when Pris had so much freedom to pick what I was reading, and it didn't. And as you can see, I have a bookmark in there. I have just started this. I'm only 22 pages into it. I am very eager to read this. This is my next like priority read. I read Nevermore not that long ago, absolutely adored it, and I'm kind of gutted that I haven't got to this series sooner because Nevermore was a 5-star read for me, loved it so much, and I'm just very eager to read this. And even the first 22 pages of this, like, I'm already feeling so at home, so back in this world, and the way Jessica Townsend can like write this insane magic into something and it just feels so real and homely, and yeah, I'm excited to be getting back into this. If you are not familiar with this, this is the second book in the Nevermore series about a young girl called Morrigan Crow, who is, in the first book, she is a cursed child, and on the eve of her death day, because she is destined to die on her 11th birthday, she is whisked away to the magical world of Nevermore by a very eccentric man called Jupiter North, and she is enrolled into some trials to gain her a membership to the Wondrous Society, where, you know, she won't die. Yay! But I love that first book so much, and I'm very eager to read the sequel, like, right now. Next up is a book that I will actually be starting tomorrow, which is Gods of Jade and Shadow by Silvia Moreno Garcia. This is, how would I describe this? Like, jazz and swing meet Mexican mythology? Maybe? The jazz age is in full swing, but Cassiopeia Tun is too busy scrubbing floors in her wealthy grandfather's house to do more than dream of a life far from her small town in southern Mexico, until the day she accidentally frees an ancient Mayan god of death, who offers her a deal. In return for Cassiopeia's help in recovering his throne, he will grant her whatever she desires. Sounds really good to me. This has been on my radar for a little while, and I actually picked it up just the other day. I spied it in Waterstones and was like, gonna take that from that little shelf there, I'm having that. And immediately I messaged Pris and said, do you have this? I think we should buddy read it, because it sounds like the sort of book that we're both gonna really enjoy. So I'm gonna be buddy reading this with Pris starting tomorrow. Very excited. I feel like I'm gonna like it. It's giving me all the right sort of vibes. I'm excited. So yeah, that'll be coming soon. Next up is one that's been on many TBRs, and that is Crooked Kingdom by Leigh Bardugo. Me and Becca are supposed to be buddy reading this in February. Whether it happens or we put it off until October, who knows? But for now, I'm going to mention it here. I have all the intentions for us to buddy read this in February. She might see this video and think, nah, never mind, we'll do it another time. So Becca, let me know if this is happening. But this is the second book of the Six of Crows duology, which follows on from the Grishaverse trilogy, you know, Lee Bardugo, Grishaverse. I don't need to explain to you what this book is about, do I? Let's move on. And then I have another buddy read. I apparently just want to do a load of buddy reads in the second half of February, but that is Stormcrow by Kaylin Josephson. This is the arc that came in a Fairy Loot box so long ago now. The book is definitely out. But I'm going to be buddy reading this with Jess. We have been meaning to get back on our buddy reads because we used to buddy read something like every month and then we kind of stopped. So we're going to try and get back on our buddy reads, and we both have this and it's been on our TBRs for ages. So we're going to try and read this one, hopefully. I cannot remember much about what this is about at all. Eragon meets Andidarken. Haven't read either of those. In the tropical kingdom of Rodair, elemental crows are part of every aspect of life until the Elysian Empire invades, destroying everything. That terrible night has thrown Princess Anthea into a deep depression. Her sister, Khaleesa, is busy running the kingdom after their mother's death, but all Thea can do is think of everything she has lost. But when Khaleesa is forced to agree to a marriage between Thea and the Crown Prince of Elysia, Thea is finally spurred into action, and after stumbling upon a hidden crow egg in the rubble of a rookery, the sisters devise a dangerous plan to hatch the egg in secret and win back what was taken from them. Sounds interesting! But yeah, we're gonna try and buddy read this one. Maybe next week, can I do 2 buddy reads and a solo read all in one week? I'm being a bit hopeful, aren't I? But yeah, it'll be nice to get back on the buddy reads with Jess. And then finally, the last thing that I'm putting on my like immediate TBR for the end of February, because I'm being ambitious apparently, is just a comic, and that is Rat Queens Volume 1. This will be a reread for me. I read this when I got it, which was for Christmas a couple of years ago, maybe 3 years ago, and I recently acquired Volumes 2 and 3, however cannot remember much of Volume 1 and would like to do a reread of it, so that's my plan. Reread this at some point before the end of February. I want to get back onto reading comics. One of my goals for the year was to read more comics, and I haven't really done that yet. I think I've read 1. So I need to get on that goal, and in order for me to read Volume 2 and Volume 3 of this, I need to reread Volume 1 so I can refamiliarise myself with the characters and the world and what exactly is going on here. From what I can remember though, kick-ass group of ladies are like mercenaries? Maybe? I'm not sure. Battle maidens. They're a pack of booze-guzzling, death-dealing battle maidens for hire. There we go. But yeah, I'm looking forward to reading this again so that I can make progress. I did like it the first time, so I hope I will like it the second time. But yeah, that is all I have for you today. Just a quick little what I would like to read in the second half of February. I hope you have enjoyed. I hope I can get to these. It would be really nice if I could, because then my February read pile would be friggin' enormous. But there you go. That's... oh, wrong way. There you go. That's what I would like to read in the second half of February. I am excited about all of these. So, yes. As you would expect, because it's basically mood reading because I have no structure to follow. Woo! Okay, well, I'm gonna stop rambling. Thanks for watching, I hope you have enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye!